In the Enuma Elish, it is written, Name 47, Zu in Jewish gematria. Gibil, who maintains the sharp point of the weapon, who creates artful works in the battle with Tiamat, who has broad wisdom, is accomplished in insight, whose mind is so vast that the gods, all of them, cannot fathom it. Gabil in Sumerian is the god of fire, variously the son of An and Ki, An and Shalah, or Ishkur and Shalah. He later developed into the Akkadian god Gera. Gera is also known as Gira, the Babylonian and Akkadian god of fire, derived from the earlier Sumerian deity Gibil, where he is the son of Anu and Antu. The child of Anu and Antu. When Anu took over from the goddess Anat, Anu became known as Anatu. You see, a male figure can have a child, but only when one wants to create worship for a demon. The child used as a weapon. Gibil, the fire. Mamu is the roar of the Abzu. Abzu, the abyss, the father of wisdom. Alternatively, an opening using a knife. Gibil is the sharpener. Metaphorically, the thing was made blunt due to lack of worship, and the Enuma Elish would be sharpening this weapon. Gabil the sharpener. Mamu, the spark that ignited this fire. Zu, the wisdom of demons, and also a knife. Anzu would be the rock that sharpened this weapon, and Marduk becomes the beholder of the weapon. Marduk, bitter oppression. Merodach, death and slaughter. Gibil would be a method for sharpening this weapon. Together they would form the aspects of creating a weapon. And this would relate to Humbaba and the end times of the Bible. Humbaba, Huwawa, the terrible. His roar is a flood, his breath is fire. In the Bible, first there was a flood, then there will be fire, referring to a tempered weapon. All of these gods have been given wisdom and mind, so vast that the people cannot fathom it. Mamu, the spark, the word, that caused chaos and confusion. The flood of the fire of confusion began with but a spark. The sin of the fathers is passed down to the son. Sin, Lord Zu, the father of Utu. The son, Sin, Lord Zu, is wisdom, the father of Shamash. Sham meaning renown, one of the men of renown, the children of the fallen. Sham also meaning devoted to God's destruction. Ash means curse, wolf, wish, desire, or spider. Along came a spider and burst from the womb of Ishtar. Renown refers to the children, the curse of the wolf. And the dying and rising god, Dumuzi, would be the product of this curse. Shamash did, in fact, burst forth, becoming Sin and Shamash, united with his father, Lord Zu, the king of wisdom. The king of this wisdom, Sol Ormon, the wise King Solomon, who later created a sanctuary for the angel Shamash. Sin Lord Zu stole the role of Bel, which is later handed down to Marduk. He then becomes Bel Marduk. Ashurbanipal alludes to Sin as the firstborn son of Bel, just as he is alluded to in the Babylonian text, the Babylonian script, which was transferred into the Greek Septuagint, thus affording us a clue to the direct origin of Sin. I really like Lewis Spence. Sin Lord Zu stole the role of Bel. Then Marduk reclaims the role of Bel. Marduk, who becomes Dumuzi, the child weapon, and Sin is made to be the child of Bel. And that would be the true purpose of Shamash, Dumuzi, and Marduk. The master's foundation must join another. The old gods are contained within Marduk, who fathered the lesser spirit, Lord Zu, the first being Mamu. Marduk was worshipped until 50 BC. Marduk Mara, bitter, would be the root for Mary, and Malachi, which is cognate with Marduk Malah, the root for the angel of the Lord, that also reveals a connection to Anunnaki, Malach, Mematim, Anunnaki. But the weapon, Shar, the heavenly mace, the weapon of the child Marduk. Shar held the will of Enlil, and was worshipped until around 200 AD. So we can see that Enlil, Lord Wind, is the enduring one, which would be the evil wind used to defeat Tiamat. Later, the goddess Ishtar is merged with the mace, the weapon, who become known as Venus and Saidech, the morning and evening star. Saidech is the root for the word righteousness, and Saidech, the root for Zedek, is related to the order of Melchizedek, the king of righteousness, which is related to a reincarnating priest, or mace. Originally, the word priest referred to a mace, a hammer, and the word meant, and still does, a mallet used to kill fish when caught angling. If Enlil is Lord Wind, the will behind the mace, the priest, and Enki is now the god of the waters, who appeases their god, Abzu, through lamentation and sacrifice, a fish god, and the author of the lamentation rite. Well, correct me if I am wrong, but I am not. Together they would form the original meaning for priest. A mallet used to kill fish when caught angling, almost as if one is a Cain and the other is Abel. Enki doesn't disappear. Enki Owans John. The morning star, Saidech, was the god of pre-Jerusalem. The name Melchizedek, Malachi, and Zedek have been united, the punisher of God and the weapon of God. This would relate to the weapon of the gods of Canaan, the gods of pre-Jerusalem, Canaanite. The gods previously worshipped in this region were that one that shouldn't be spoken aloud, so it's probably a curse word, including El, Ashura, and Baal. Baal is Bel. The name Melchizedek is similar to the phoenix, and therefore Anzu, and Dumuzi, the child weapon, and both refer to a dying and rising god. Melchizedek meaning the king of righteousness, or the angel of the morning star. This is no different from Marduk and his weapon, Melech, Malach, Malah, a name of Marduk. The angel and the scythe, equal to Marduk Malah, the personification of bitter oppression, and his weapon Shar-ur. It would appear that the mace, the weapon, the root for the word righteousness, is related to God's faithfulness as the Lord of the Covenant. The weapon is a gift from the gods, and is to be contained in a chest or box. Ark meaning secret, hidden. The word covenant is alternatively mamu, an oath, the Ark of the Covenant, meaning the secret hidden oath, or the hidden secret fire. The goddess Ishtar is depicted with 7 maces. This would be the same for Saidek, and this is where we get the 77, the Udug hole, the 7 sins, and the 7 virtues. Saidek, righteousness. The synonym would be virtue, and a synonym can't be a synonym without the name sin. Sin on him. We are told there are 7 sins. Ironically, the 7 sins would be the birdman, the angel, and the 7 virtues would be the fishmen. Together they would form the original meaning for priest. The good Udug and the bad Udug. The daemon, the root for AI. Demons who can't be told apart. The Anunnaki, the Sabiti 7, the assassins of Anu, 7 are they. Their names vary, but their number, 7, does not. This would also relate to Lugal-Uka, the king of the 6 ornaments. During lockdown in Britain, we could only group in people's homes in groups of 6. Lugal-Uka, the king of 6. Alternatively meaning, the king will transfer the name of Zu. Lugal-Uka can also mean guardian angel, or the ravaging, super-violent angel, and the name Zu refers to a mirror of a mythical weapon, endowed with great wisdom. Zu, a weapon, a surgical tool, which became a knife, which became the sword, which became the axe became the caduceus, and the caduceus became the dagger, more broadly the weapon, Z. Who is Gibil sharpening? I've shown today in many different ways that something is making us go round in circles, and we are in the time of history where the dragon must swallow its tail. Anzu would be the mace. Him do good can relate to a dancing, leaping fish. Somebody call a priest. gilim, gili, gil, gi, reed bundle, dancer, bride crown, reeds in abundance. To twist, to bend, bow, to cross, bar, to fence off, to lie athwart, to go across, to cross plow, to mess up. The adjectives: to be twisted, tangled, opaque, to be corrupted, destroyed. See illa or illi. Illa, carrier, to lift, carry, deliver, to bring, to endure, to support, to carry forward. In accounting, numerically, to be high, to shine. Ili, to rise, to get up. Gibil refers to something being corrupted, sharpening the weapon, so that something may be carried forth, delivered, placed on high, so that it may be able to shine. Gibil refers to the motion, that is sharpening a spirit weapon. Zu, a weapon with the will for destruction and corruption. Their secret hidden lord, Zu.